Hey guys, it's Kieren here from Ergo Cosplay, and I am bringing to you my favourites from sunny Crete. So my first favourite of June is the Netflix show Agrabah, which I think counts as an anime. It's basically about anthropomorphic animals. One of them is a red panda, and she works in a really boring office job, and to let out her anger about it, she does death metal karaoke. Yeah, it's very good. It's very relatable for those of us who work in retail or similar jobs. And it's a really cute art style. It's by Sanrio as well, which is really cool to see them not doing like kawaii Hello Kitty. Yeah. It's on Netflix as well, so it's really accessible for everybody, and it's in English. Okay. The next category is games, and this game is called Monster Prom, and it's a dating simulator, pretty similar to Dream Daddy, but instead of dating dads in a suburb, you're dating monsters in a monster high school, and it's got a whole plethora of very good characters. And it's a really genuinely funny game. Like, you'll laugh the entire way through. And the main aim of the game is to get your desired monster love to go to prom with you. Also, the playable characters are really, really cute as well. You can choose pronouns, which is pretty cool. So you can have he, she, or they. And the game incorporates that all the way through, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and they've got some very cool character designs as well, which is awesome. The next category is films, and both of these films are from the Marvel Universe. Those films are Avengers: Infinity War and Deadpool 2. If you haven't seen Infinity War yet, prepare to be upset if you're interested in the Marvel characters, or to not if you just don't care at all. Infinity War is just the next in the Avengers saga. There's not much to say about it really. Thanos attacks. People have bad things happen to them, and Peter Parker's funny, and that's the film. And Deadpool 2 is just a fantastic sequel to a film that I was worried that the sequel wasn't going to be as good because the first film was just so funny. But Deadpool 2 lived up to expectations. More great characters were introduced, but you know, they've still got the classics as well. Ryan Reynolds again did a fantastic job as Deadpool. Oh, that was a big wave. A fantastic job as Deadpool. I have the worst cameraman on the planet. Thanks, Luke. What? Next is books, and this is a book that I've been reading whilst I've been on holiday, and it's called Dark Pines. It's a horror. Well, not horror. What is it? It's a murder mystery about a young detective, journalist who sees herself as a bit of a detective, and she's living in Sweden in a little town, and some murders start happening. But the most interesting thing about the way that it's written is she's deaf and she uses hearing aids. So the way that they write her disability, I thought was very clever. If she needs to concentrate on something, for example, she'll just switch her hearing aids off. And I don't have hearing aids, but I know some people who do, and that is genuinely a thing that people with hearing aids do, especially when like they're sick of listening to everybody else. But it also shows the sort of fear and vulnerability of having a disability and being a woman in a man's field and also having a disability. But alongside that, it's also a really suspenseful story, and it's good. There's some good Swedish names in it as well, which are pretty cool. Yeah, and it's called Dark Pines because all the murders happen in a forest, and they have their eyeballs scooped out. Not a spoiler, it happens as soon as the book starts. The next category is comics. These two are web comics. The first one is called Life Outside the Circle, and it's by H.P. Lakonen. I'm sorry if I just destroyed that last name, but yeah. It's another one set in a Scandinavian country. I don't remember which one, I'm sorry. But it's about a young man who sees himself as an artist and travels into the middle of nowhere, basically, so he can get out of city life and let his art flourish. And then he meets his really cute next door neighbour who has a really cute daughter, and they start a fling. It's great. It's a great piece of LGBT fiction. The main character, the young man that moves, is a trans guy in canon, which is pretty cool. His love interest is also very cute, and he's just very in awe of this muscly, attractive man that comes to live in the middle of nowhere. And the relationship between father and daughter is really nice as well. And it's nice to see an LGBT comic that's not about how depressing it is to be gay or to be trans. It's just really uplifting, and yeah, it's nice. The second comic that I want to talk about is called Starfighter by Hamlet Machine. And I want to say before I start talking about it, it is very not safe for work. If you're younger than 18, do not read this comic. But aside from that, it is a very good comic. It's set in space, and it's about two characters called Cain and Abel, and they are paired together to be navigator and pilot of a spaceship, and basically romance things happen. It's very, very good. The character designs are beautiful, the storyline is really interesting and compelling, but like I say, it is quite not safe for work, and yeah, please don't read if you're underage, but I will put links to both of them below, and they're very, very good. And if you can support the artists, please do, because they're making fantastic LGBT fiction, which we need more of. So I think that's pretty much the end of my list of favourites for June. I hope you have enjoyed the different setting that's not a bedroom. And we will potentially, Scott and I will potentially be going to MCM Manchester at the end of the month, but plans aren't set in stone yet. So we'll probably do a bit of an update when we know what we're doing. I've been Kieren from Ergo Cosplay, and this has been my monthly favourites for June. Thanks for watching, bye! Are you filming me petting a rock? A good friend.
You made a friend.
A good friend. Do it